Hello, my friends. My name is Amanda with Amanda Panda Projects, and we are making an adorable little Dollar Tree rolling pin. We're making it over with digital deco designs, okay? So these little rolling pins are from Dollar Tree. I grabbed a whole bunch of them at fall time. So what I'm doing is I'm mixing together barn red and bright red. It gave me the perfect red, barn plus bright red, both apple barrel, okay? The print I'm going to be using it's a Country Time Christmas 4 from Digital Deco Designs. You guys, this one is so darn cute. I will definitely put the link either in the comments or you can leave me a message letting me know that you need the link to get that print. It just depends on where you're watching from, if that's YouTube or TikTok or Facebook. But the link will be available if you need it. So I painted the handles of the rolling pin with this bright red barn red. That is tough to say. Bright red, barn red combo, okay? I gave it 2 coats, dried it in between. Red is a very hard color to cover. You always need a lot of coats. And actually, I printed this print at only 60% because I wanted it to be small enough to fit on this. And I measured it just by lining it up on the rolling pin to exactly where I wanted it. So the Santa was front and center. And then I traced it so that I could cut it out. I used like the edge of the rolling pin, as you can see I'm doing here, and just kind of creased it where I needed to. And then I used pen on the sides. So I creased it, I got it the perfect shape. And then once I had that perfect, I went ahead and I cut that bad boy out. I love this print, you guys, it's so cute. There's 4 Country Time Christmases. So this is number 4. All right, so once I cut it out, I had to paint this white because you might be able to see it through it. You might not, but I like the rice paper to show up like nice and bright. And so when you paint the white underneath, it just helps make the print look nice and crisp and clear. So I painted it all white with my Waverly plaster. Painted the front, I painted the sides, and I had to be like, oh, I messed up. I had to touch this up a little bit afterwards because my paintbrush is like gargantuan for what I was doing. But for the most part, it was pretty easy to do. And then I decided to paint. I wasn't going to put a print on the back. So I just decided to go with a solid red color. I could have went with white, but I just thought the red would look better to match the handles. It's going to be like forward facing. It's going to be sitting on like a tiered tray or a table. So the front won't be like front and or the back won't be like front and center, but you will be able to see it. So I painted that all red. I dried it, and then we're going to decoupage this rice paper right onto the front. So I used my good old Mod Podge. Give that a nice coat, and we're going to go ahead and I lined that up as best I could and Mod Podge it down, got it on there pretty good. Did the front, I tried to slide it down just a little bit, and then I did the sides, obviously, and it was cut like pretty darn near exactly the size, so I barely had to sand it afterwards, but after I get it all Mod Podge down, I do go ahead and just sand the edges a little bit just to kind of clean it up. I like sanding the edges. It gives a nice little finished look. Use my little Gator sander. I love the Gator. If you don't have it, get it. All right, and then I use this is technically fake Waverly. It's Hello Hobby brand, but I still have like a half a jar left, so I'm trying to use it up before I buy some new wax. So I just use that. I put it all along the edges. It doesn't pick up as much on camera, you guys, like as you can see it in real life. I used quite a bit. Like I like it grungy and like dirty, and so you can see it a lot more in person. And on here, you can like barely see it. I just took my Gator and I just scruffed up the edges of the rolling pin just a little bit. I just wanted to give it, that vintagey feel. It's a vintage Santa, so it needs an old vintage vibe feel. So I took my twine, I just wrapped it around my fingers. I didn't even do a bow. I literally wrapped them in loops and then just tied a piece of twine around the center. I want it to be like thick, chunky twine kind of bow look. So that's why I did it like that. Basically, it just makes it like a figure 8 kind of look. I tied that, I trimmed it up. I found a little bit of greenery in my stash. And then I used a little bit of gold. I love gold and Christmas. I'm obsessed with gold and Christmas. A little piece of gold, the twine bow, a cute little rusty bell, and that is it, you guys. I love this. I think it turned out adorable. Make sure that you let me know in the comments if you love this. Make sure you're following along if you want to see more adorable Christmas crafts. Let me know if you need the link to this gorgeous print, and make sure that you sprinkle. Spread this video out there. Give it some love. I love you guys, and thank you for watching. Have a fabulous evening, and let me know, are you going to make something like this?